What? Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on the time of day that you are watching me. And I just wanted to get on here and encourage somebody because God is encouraging me every day. And what's amazing is I want you to know you are exactly where He calls you to be, whether you get acknowledged, whether you have a big title, whether, it's just so many things that try to come against us to make us feel or think that we aren't qualified or we aren't worthy enough to be in certain positions or we aren't educated enough, to sit at a table. And it's nothing but the enemy, or like I said before, it could be the inner me. Sometimes we beat ourselves up over certain things. But I want you not to do that on today. Because what God wants you to know and what I want you to know is that regardless, you are exactly where you are supposed to be right now in this moment. And what you do is you breathe in and you breathe out and you gather yourself and know that I'm blessed. And regardless of what I've gone through, I am still worth it. My value has not gone down. My value has not decreased. Every single day that I wake up, my value only goes up. And that's the truth. Because I'm learning every day. I'm pushing every day. And that's half the battle right there. Because people have given up. People are giving up, and we're seeing it almost like it's trying to become a norm. It is not normal. Like I said, I know what I went through. And I'm so grateful that I'm here today and I'm still in the game and I'm winning. Every day is not an awesome day for me, but I guarantee you every day is a good day. And what I want you to know on today is you can be in a room full of doctors. You can be in a room full of senators or whomever. I guarantee you, if they speak or they talk long enough and they actually are honest with you or whomever else is in that room, we take off all the masks and all of these fancy names. I guarantee you that you will find that you have something in common. So when I was speaking on Saturday, it was 5 speakers, including myself. So there were 4 other women, right? When we sat at the table, we didn't really talk a whole lot or speak about who we are, where we come from. Not a whole lot. So the 2 women next to me were talking, and I think she was kind of like talking in general. And she said that one of her friends was studying for the bar exam. So we started talking about that, and come to find out, one of the ladies that's an actual entrepreneur, she started a financial literacy business or consulting, right? So come to find out, she had graduated from Birmingham School of Law just by us having this conversation with one of the other speakers whose title was a mental health counselor or therapist, right? So me and one of the ladies, I'm just saying this to myself, I didn't sit at the table, but come to find out, we're connected because she graduated from Birmingham School of Law, the same law school that I attended. So when one of the other ladies had gone up to speak, she was talking, giving an awesome speech. She mentioned that she had graduated from West End High School. Y'all know my story. Yes, I graduated too. So therefore, her and I both had graduated from the same high school, right? So apparently she lived in the neighborhood, right? So we had something that connected us. So then we had one of the doctors, it was 2 doctors, they had actually gone to pharmacy school and started a medical consulting business together. So one of the doctors got up, this is after she heard my story, she got up and she mentioned that when I gave my testimony or whatever, she said it resonated with her because she too had become pregnant at 16. Another connection, right? However, at the table, this didn't come out. We wouldn't have found this out about each other, but when she was on speaking, okay, that was a connection. Then we had the other pharmacist who had gotten up on stage, And, you know, she was giving her testimony in her speech, and she mentioned that her and her family lives in Helena. Yeah, well, so do I, right? So, all of that to say, regardless of what we do, where we are all connected in some type of way. If you let people speak long enough, or, you know, talk, you will find out that there is something in common that you can talk about. So whether it's a pharmacist, a doctor, a lawyer, anything, there is something on the inside of each of us that we can pull and that we can connect, and you can actually have a conversation. Because sometimes we think, oh, you know, I can't have a conversation with that person. I wouldn't know what to talk about. I wouldn't know what to say. Simple. Just keep talking. You'll find something. Because again, me sitting there, and a lot of times when people ask me what I do, because it's like a bunch of letters, right? So it's hard to explain for someone who's not doing exactly what it is that I do. So I've simplified a lot, and I just say fraud investigations. That's as simple as I can put it. However, my job is as important as some of these other jobs, but when you go into the depth of what I do, it's like, wow, we do a lot, just not for the bank, but we do a lot for the state and the country, because what we do is very important and vital to our citizens. However, I just don't do that because that's not me. But God has you exactly where He wants you to be, where you need to be, and just continue to make those connections, continue to embrace the journey, and smile. Do it with a smile, because I was happy. Although I did feel a little, you know, anxious and, you know, a little intimidated, because hey, these people, they doing some big things, you know. Not that I'm not doing anything big, but you know how the enemy, the inner me, tries to get in our head to make you feel like you're not worthy enough. But that's the whole point of this organization, to let you know every single day you are worth it and you deserve it. So go out there and get it and win. I'll see you all next time. This is my favorite song. Unforgiven. Love them. All right, guys. See you next time.